I am Goddess Demara 369. I am Demi G. I am Demara the astrologer. Believe, baby. I'm on a treadmill right now, but I'm about to talk about the current planetary alignments, the energies, planets, and what they're doing at this moment. Okay. I'll leave it at a nice place. Okay. Now, Mars. That's the first personal planet. Home to Aries and Scorpio. Right now, people are fighting with themselves in some type of way. Depending on what zodiac sign Mars is in for a person. It could be physical fighting, spiritual fighting, verbal fighting, okay, mental fighting. It's just, it really depends. Fighting with yourself, fighting to get and have something, fighting with siblings, fighting with people in your community. Mars is activated for everybody. Okay. The North Node is in Aries. And it's going to be in Aries up until next March. I don't want to play no guessing games. But right now it's at 12 degrees in Aries. So it's going down to even more, I'll say, childish energy for most, depending on what degree your Mars is in. Okay. Depending on what house you have your Mars in. Right now, Mercury just entered into Gemini. I know I passed up Venus, but hey, I'm going to go back to Venus. Mercury just entered Gemini. It's at 0 degree of Gemini. The thinking and communicating. Maybe thinking and communicating, starting to think and communicating back with your siblings, people in your community. So a child may have start communicating at school. That's that third house energy. Elementary schools. Okay. Venus, double back to Venus. Venus is in Gemini. A lot of people I noticed online are thinking and communicating about finding a wife. Okay, finding a partner. The South Node is in Libra right now. If you ain't already had that established 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and so on, right now it's not the time to be looking for nobody. Okay? It's really not. The South Node is in Libra. I mean, you can meet somebody. But don't, don't take it like, take your time. That's what I'm gonna say. Just take your time with that. Because the focus is not relationship. South Node Libra. Okay, not saying just completely, tap into the North Node Aries, which is self, but the South Node socializing and finding a relationship is not the main focus right now. It's Mars. It's giving Mars with the North Node and Aries. Okay. What brings you harmony right now? Like I said, if you already have that established with your relationship, that foundation established already, in the next 6-7 years, the North Node gonna be back in Libra. That's when it's gonna be good to start looking for a wife. And Jupiter right now is in Gemini, which is the husband. That's also in Gemini, thinking and communicating, having wisdom. And Gemini is not facts. That's more like Virgo. Gemini is just the messenger, gives opinions. So, right now, finding a husband, they're going to act like, if you're a female watching this, they're going to possibly act like they have some type of wisdom, some type of, it's a lot of tricksters about to come out this year. So don't believe that. Okay? There's a lot of tricksters. Okay? They're going to be smooth talking you, having you think that they're the one, and they're not. Jupiter is not in a good, don't like to be in Gemini, no, don't do it. Wait till Jupiter get in, I'll say Virgo. Yeah, that's going to be in the next about 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, sometimes you got to wait. All right, let me double back. To the moon. The moon right now is in Taurus. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna get off the treadmill for now. But where was I? The moon being in Taurus right now. That's feeling a type of way about your values, your possessions. Second house type things. Taurus is fixed earth, food. The moon is the mother. It's a lot of sitting with yourself and really thinking, like, what's coming up, what needs to happen. The sun being in Gemini, that's a lot of third house energy. If there's a sun, Venus, Jupiter, now Mercury in Gemini, it's a lot of communicating going on. It's a lot more people. Like, I went out yesterday to the store, and I'm seeing a lot of more people in the stores than usual. Okay, so like I said before, if you haven't heard me say it before, the planets and the signs do something, and it's connected to us in every way. Uranus is still in Taurus. Uranus is at 20 something degree. Let me go get my other phone because I don't like to be guessing. Okay, all right. Now, Uranus is at 24 degree, and I was about to say that. I just had to make sure. I like to make sure. Uranus is a planet that was discovered. That's the outer planet that was discovered in the 1700s. I don't really like to use Uranus too much because it was discovered and it wasn't here at the beginning of astrology. Okay, and we know about those discoveries, huh? Okay, and the thing about Uranus, it looks like a spaceship. So I wonder, was it discovered after a group of people, Uranus, 11th house Aquarius, got off a certain type of spaceship, I wonder. I'm always wondering. I'm very curious. Okay. I study to, like mad scientist. I like to discover new things. Not made up things, but really study the depths of things. Okay. When did a certain group of people enter the Americas? Because astrology is connected to everything. Every event that happened in the past, now, and so on, it has everything to do with astrology. Everything. Okay. The natural planet home to Aquarius is Saturn. So I'm going to stick with Saturn. Okay, I'm going to stick with Saturn. Discipline, structure, authority. Saturn right now is in Pisces. Okay. Subconscious mind. Delusional. Alcohol, drugs, hospital, stuff like that. Glamour. Okay. Undoing. like undoing the things that happened in the past and not repeating it. Okay? That's what it is. Do not repeat his story. Saturn is karma as well, you know. Let me just get this out the way, because people like to talk about the devil. All it is negative energy, opposite positive. And there's planets and signs that is connected to the positive side and the negative side. There gotta be a balance. You can't be too nice to people. You know, that's that Libra energy. Social, you know, people pleasing. That's where the South Node is at right now. That's not what it is. Sometimes you have to tap into the other side and not be afraid. Stop being fake. Like, society has taught our people to be so fake, and that's all they know. That's due to the image, you know, people not liking their natural look, how they look, go and get surgery. Surgery is 8th house, Scorpio. Scorpio 8th house is other people money. The surgeon is not gonna tell a person you shouldn't get surgery because of you not liking how you look. You should love how you were created. No, they're not gonna say that. It might be a handful of surgeons that are honest, but they only about money. They want your money. They're gonna fake with you, tell you a lie, all to get your money. All to get your money. People's money. That's it. And that's wrong. That is wrong. Okay? So Pluto is connected to that. Mars and Pluto is connected to the 8th house, Scorpio. Mars is cuts. What they use to do surgery. Little. That's Mars. 8th house Scorpio is transformation. Right now, Mars is in its natural placement with yourself, with head and face. speaking of head and face, people are doing face surgeries. I seen a picture that is connected to the planet placements, and no telling where these people have the planets and signs in their own personal chart. That's why people do what they do. Like, you have to love your natural self and be okay with that. Because you should only get surgery if it's a life or death situation. That's when you should get surgery, like it's a life or a death situation. Okay. Where was I? Because this is really a lot to it, and I don't want to go too fast. I'm not going to care about the time length. I'm going to just, because that's what I used to do, focus on getting my videos, to 15 to 20, but I'm not going to focus on that anymore, okay? Pluto, transformation, 8th house, Scorpio, transformation. Pluto is in Aquarius right now, okay? It's not structured. It's people are watching what they see on technology, and they're doing it. They're easily manipulated. Some people have weak minds, weak energies. We have strengths. For a long time, I was working on my weakness until I started studying myself by using astrology. Astrology really helped me. It's a tool to use. Okay. It's a daily thing, routine for me to, because I have kids, well, young adults, and I studied their chart, and my partner chart, a lot of people chart. So I'm like, okay, what makes them do what they do? Why are they doing this right now? Why is this going on right now? And I just look up. I have a photographic memory of their chart in my head. And I put it together with where the planets are transiting currently. Like, what I'm going through right now has a lot to do with my chart. What I'm doing has a lot to do with my chart. Okay? It's a lot to it. but it's not complicated. Like, the reason why a lot of people are still delulu and lost in the sauce would be 12th type house, Pisces, which is the subconscious mind, and Neptune is in Pisces at 29 degrees, the very last degree. Okay. Neptune is going to be moving into Aries next year. March 30th. Aries is the first. I just got a vision, a thought. Okay, so everybody is lost right now. A handful, a lot of folks are still lost in the sauce and doing and really got this whole religion thing going. That's Pisces, spiritual. Religion is more of Sag. The spiritual side is Pisces. But by Pisces and Sag sharing the same planets, Jupiter and Neptune, they kind of got like similar energies, although Sagittarius is the 9th house of the seer. Okay. All right. Law, universal laws, mind travel. Pisces is the subconscious mind. Solitude, isolation. Okay, self-sabotage. And that is a lot of that is going on right now. But when Neptune and Saturn, because Saturn is in Pisces as well, if you don't have discipline in your mind, if you're not thinking realistically, these energies can control you. And it is controlling a lot of people. You got to find what are your strengths by studying your birth chart. That's what I had to do, study my strengths. Because in my early life, before I got to where I'm at right now, I was in my weakness, my weak strengths, my weak energies, I'll say. So, gotta be realistic. Gotta be realistic. Like the whole gay movement, that has everything to do with their subconscious mind. It's a mental problem. It's what's going on in their own personal birth chart. And a lot of them are trying to push their ways on children, and that's a problem. Okay? That is a problem. Because the younger generation, they see, because they're from the generation of Neptune and Aquarius is vision. Okay, my young adults out there, they're from the generation of Neptune and Aquarius. And what they see on social media is basically what they're doing. Okay? And it starts at home. My young adults are not out there in the streets. Okay? I discipline, I structure, I really talk to them. I have a good relationship, bond with my kids. I'm real with them. I tell them the truth. Okay? And that's the fifth house. So everybody don't have the same fifth house. Everybody, yes, I'm aware that everybody parent different. But if the father is not around, that's when the mother have to tap into her Saturn, okay, and be the authority before someone else come in and try to be the authority over your kids. And the even younger generation, I'll say 15 and younger, they're from the generation of Neptune and Pisces. They should not even be in electronics. That's the dream world. They just came from that world. They have to see more outside. Be in reality. Be in nature. Like I'm really tired of seeing these younger generation of kids, their parents putting them in their playpens and putting tablets in the TV, big fucking TVs in front of them. That's a fucking problem. You're fucking up your child. That's what's happening. Those children are gonna have mental problems because they just came from that world, the Delulu world, and this is supposed to be reality for them. But all you know is to put a fucking TV and a tablet in front of them. Biggest motherfucking cuff. Big screen. Right in front of their motherfucking subconscious mind. Just dumb. The first 10 years is so important. Whatever the child see, hear, be around, they absorb it in their subconscious mind. Yeah. So it's not going to be good to lie to your kids. Stop making your kids be nice to people. How about you tell your kids to be themselves? Say what they think and feel, and don't let nobody tell them that they cannot. I really be wanting to smack. Just go on a smacking rampage. I'm smacking some sense into people, back into people. Because it's gone. Like, you know, and I'm not judging, because I was asleep, but awake for a long time. And I had my awakening a few years ago. Yeah. And that's been the best thing that ever happened. Having my spiritual awakening. Getting out of that program system. That everybody is still, a lot of people are still in. That's Neptune and Pisces. Is that all? I have more. But let's be real here. Like, if you don't get it together right now, with being realistic, with being practical, wow, there's only one planet in Taurus, which is grounded Earth. But that planet is going to be leaving Taurus and going into Gemini next year, June, July. Oh my goodness. It's like I'm doing these videos to make people aware, and it's tiring, but I gotta keep on talking. I gotta keep on talking. You know? Wake your bitch ass up. Wake your motherfucking ass up. I am Goddess Demira 369. I am Demi G. I am Demira the astrologer. Ooh wee baby.